Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Ken Marco and this is Marco's Lifestyle. And today we'll be talking about sneakers and how to prevent your sneakers from creasing, how to prevent them from getting dirt stains and other types of stains. A lot of times people ask me questions about sneakers and they want to know how can they save their sneakers. And I tell people sometimes your sneakers are beyond the point of coming back. Oftentimes people don't know that, they think that there's some magic formula that they could go on YouTube and find for cleaning their sneakers. Sometimes your sneakers is just gone and there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm going to show you how to not make your sneakers get to that point. I know a lot of people like that distressed look. I'm not that guy. Unless it's a Converse or maybe like the Vans sneakers. If I see my shoes starting to get distressed, I'm quick to want to donate them or throw them out. I don't like my shoes looking dirty. You can't prevent your shoes from becoming dirty, but you can prevent them from having that yellow stain on them. And oftentimes it happens to shoes like the Air Force Ones, white Adidas sneakers, or like the Nikes, and even Roshis. Sometimes it happens to our Vans. I have some white Vans sneakers that are beyond the point of coming back. I tried everything to clean them. They're just beyond the point. And it's simply because I neglected to clean them in time. And that's number one. So number one, whenever you go outside and your shoes get dirty and you come in and you realize that there's dirt on your shoes, please don't put your shoes in the box. Please don't put your shoes in the closet. Just clean them immediately, And a lot of times your shoes don't need a formula. Like you don't need to mix this, that two things together to get it clean. It's a lot of times it's way more simpler than that. A lot of times it's simply just once you come home and you see that there's dirt on your sneakers, get a simple toothbrush and some water and just clean it off. But let's say that there is dirt on the shoe and it's kind of hard to come off. A method that I learned over the years is that toothpaste and baking soda works really, really well. And what you do is you get a little bit of water, a little bit of toothpaste, and baking soda, and you mix that concoction together. You don't want to mix the toothpaste and the baking soda together and use that by itself because that's kind of really strong. And depending on the material of your sneakers as well, that's really strong and it might just damage your shoes. So what you do, you add a little water to it, you mix that, and you clean wherever there's that dirt stain or stain on your shoes, and you leave it to dry for 5-7 minutes, and then you just get water and that same toothbrush that you use and you just clean the shoes off, and that seems to work really, really well. Also, you could just use regular soap and water, just depending on the material and the type of shoes you have. I'm going to show you something. These shoes I got from Clark's. I really, really love them. But what happened is I wore them in winter and they started to become very, very distressed. And these are beyond the point of no return unless I were to find some type of blue polish, because I try to clean them the way I would clean regular shoes. And sometimes you go to the store and they ask you if you want a protector for your shoes. It's really good to get that protector for your shoes. And one good protector that I got from my shoes is this Ultra Protector. And it works really well. It works really, really well. It's good for all types of fabric and it prevents dirt from staining your shoes. So what I usually do with this is I'll spray it over my Timbs before I go outside. So let's say I'm about to go outside in the thing, I'll just spray it over my Timbs, and what it does once it dries is it protects the fabric. It doesn't damage the fabric on the Timbs. It does make the fabric a little bit tougher, but that's only to protect it from any dust or dirt or anything, because once you come inside, you spray that on, you could just brush it off with a brush and your shoes is like absolutely clean. Another thing that people neglect to do is to use polish. Like, you have a lot of shoes like leather, and I love these shoes, and these are leather. Now, I've had these shoes, these are probably my oldest pair of shoes. I've had these shoes for maybe 2 years now, and they still look like this. That's simply because like I take really good care of these. Now, I use polish on these part, but I don't make the polish get on the suede, because if you allow polish to get on the suede, that's it, it's done. But I use polish on these part just to protect the leather from becoming like crumbled or broken. And there's some really good types of polish. I specifically like these ones from this brand called Giant Shoe Polish. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's called Giant, and it's supposed to work really well. It works really well for me. I don't have any problems with this one. It dries fast, and it's not as messy as a lot of shoe polish that you might get. Another thing that I want to talk to you guys about with your shoes is Air Force Ones. Air Force Ones tend to crease across here, and they tend to like stain around here. I think that white Air Force Ones are supposed to be worn to like nice places. Let's say you're going to have a drink with your friend and you're going from your house to the car to the inside lounge or inside party or inside somewhere. I don't believe that these should be worn in the park. I don't believe that they should be worn where there's a lot of dust and dirt, because that's how they get messed up. And grass stains are some of the hardest stain to get out. But what I'm gonna show you is this thing called Mint, and I bought these from Foot Locker. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to prevent your sneakers from creasing at the top. Okay, so you have your nice Air Force Ones, and I have a few Air Force Ones. I have them in like different colors. What you do is you put it inside the shoe at the top right here, and it prevents the shoe from creasing. So when you walk, there's no creasing happening across it, and it works really well. It's called Mint, and there's the directions on the box how to use them. They're forced feels for your shoes from the inside, and they work well. So I would suggest anybody to get these because they work well. A lot of you guys have Roshis. I love Roshis, and I have these Roshis that I bought when we went to Vegas, I remember. And I've cleaned them a number of times and see they're still new and look good. The thing about Roshis though is that it has so many different materials going on that you have to be careful how you clean them. If you have white Roshis, that toothpaste, water, and baking soda works really well with cleaning the fabric part, and it doesn't damage anything else. So nothing else will strip or flake or break or crack, So, but usually like when I clean these black ones, I don't use anything but water and a toothbrush. And as for these, I got these boat shoes from Timberland. I really love these. But what I use to clean these are polish. Like I use the same Giant and you could find it in the same matching color. That's something also that you want to make sure you look for, is that you don't want to go buy a brown polish that's darker than the actual shoe, or lighter than the actual shoe, because it could mess. Well, it's better to get it lighter but not darker, because it could really mess up your shoes. And also, as you notice, my shoe has like white stitching around it. When you polish your shoe, you want to avoid going too close to the white stitching, because if you do, that's it will become completely brown and there's no going back to that. You can't bleach the threading. If you try to bleach the threading, this is what will happen. The thread will start to break, and that will be it for your shoes. That's a common rookie mistake that people make as well. Never ever 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 put bleach on your shoes. People think that white sneakers like these, you can bleach them because it's hard. The fabric is hard. No, you cannot. Don't bleach it. What will happen is that the bleach will burn the fabric and it will start to crack and break. So you definitely don't want to try to bleach these. You don't. I have these sandals from Nike, and these sandals basically aren't hard to clean. They're actually really, 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 really easy to clean. Basically all you need is just a wet towel, and you just need to wipe it off and clean it. It's not hard to clean at all. I wouldn't use any type of formula trying to clean this part because it strips real easy. I'll just use water and a rag and just clean it off once it gets dirty. Also, you don't want to make the insides get wet. So if you have sweaty feet or something, that might actually cause these to start smell. I don't have sweaty feet, so I don't worry about that. But if you have, if you allow water to get on the inside of these, they might actually start to smell. You don't want to get that inside wet. Now I want to show you guys something. These two shoes, and the only reason why, okay, so I have these two, right? They're basically the same thing, but just like different design. And these were the ones I had before. These are the ones I have now. I've not worn these, but I've worn these like several times. And the reason why they look so different is because I neglected to take better care of these. They were exactly the same white as these, and I might get some more of these in this color. But I neglected to take care of these, and that's dirt stain. You see, one is really white and one is kind of like, it has like a brown yellowish undertone. That's because I neglected to take better care of these. So you want to make sure you take care of all your shoes. So thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to leave me a comment down below. I love the dialogue. I love when you guys talk to me and ask me questions. Don't be afraid. I really, really love it when you ask me questions. And I try to respond to you as fast as possible. Any questions you have at all about your shoes, your sneakers, ask. I'll be happy to answer. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Please, 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 please. Right now we're at 90 something subscribers. I'm personally trying to get to 100. I feel like that's not really asking for a lot. So please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. And I appreciate it a lot when you subscribe. Don't forget to like this, and don't forget to share it. We want more people to discover my YouTube channel and come in and join in on the discussions. And if there's something that I didn't cover, if you have a different way of cleaning your shoes, please just leave me a comment down below. Tell us about it. We can all share on the knowledge and help. So until next time, guys, I am Ken Marco, and this is Marco's Lifestyle. Goodbye.